Maggie.
I get so emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about the emotions.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like these Pixar movies are just gonna pull me inside out.
Yeah. They're gonna make me cry a river, you know?
I guess. That's weird.
What do you
I
mean?
mean, well, because yeah, Cry Me a River is related to Justin Timberlake, but like when we went, I only saw the TV glow.
Well, the boys made that TV glow.
Wow.
I'm trying.
Well done.
I'm trying.
Hey, you know what else is well done, Maggie?
But
Our names.
her name.
Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are.
Hopefully awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky things include Inside Out 2. We also got to watch the I saw the TV glow.
Yeah.
We got some news on the boys' final season, some box office news, all kinds of fun stuff. Because this is the Hopefully Awesome Show, our weekly movie podcast where Maggie and I chit chat and recap about all the movie news from the previous week, and we usually review a movie or two while we're at it, and just kind of catch up on everything.
Yep.
Remember, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or join us right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome, just like these fine folks did. Get your name in every episode, get access to the Google Drives, all that fun stuff. Today's episode is brought to you by Digimon
Yeah.
Adventure 02, The Beginning on Blu-ray. I'll tell you more about that here in a minute. But yeah, Maggie, how the heck are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing... My friend? I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Pretty good.
How's your week been? It's been a minute since we've been here.
Yeah, it has been. We took a nice trip to Raleigh.
Raleigh.
North Carolina.
Shucky.
That's Louisiana.
Whatever it is. It is what it is. And I'll tell you what it is. We went to Raleigh.
And
Maggie got this shirt.
Yeah.
It says, "There is no tomorrow. There is no fate, but what we make for ourselves." That's what the shirt says. Be careful.
Forget tomorrow. Move like you wanna, babe.
Okay. I was like, be careful how much you hike that shirt.
Yeah,
up.
it's a shorter t-shirt. It's not like a long one.
You
It's
should
not
do what I do.
cropped.
You should do what I do.
But
Where I
stretch the
stand
shiz out
on
of
the
it.
bottom of it and just
No, I don't want to do
one
it
of
to
those.
this.
like like how you're doing like one of those old stretches, like with
With the rubber bands.
No, more like they're like rubber bands, but they're springy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
the
those
ones
are
from like the
dangerous.
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The springs.
Hey, but yeah, while we was down in Raleigh, we went and saw Mr. Justin Timberlake here, Mr. Timberlake. So we've got some photos on the screen here. If you are an audio listener, so be sure and head over to the YouTube video. But yeah, this was us at the Justin Timberlake concert. Of course, we preempted super nice playback last week to go see Mr. Timberlake in concert, and this is the first time. Maggie, of course, you're a huge NSYNC Justin Timberlake fan for years.
Yeah.
Tell me about what this show meant to you.
It's hard because I still think about it to this day. Like, it was such an amazing concert. I mean, I've been a big fan of his since, well, I mean, yeah, there was NSYNC, but like, I didn't really get into his music until he went solo.
Riding solo, Han Solo.
And it was just so wild just standing there, and I'm like, I've listened to his music since I was like in high school.
Yeah.
And here I am. I'm hearing my favorite songs that you've heard on the radio like a gazillion times.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just like I was in awe the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I barely took pictures. Like I took some videos and stuff. And
Yeah, I mean, you took quite a few.
I did,
That's
but not like I usually do.
That's true. I mean, you enjoyed it more than
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I did cry.
Yeah.
I did cry for a good bit at the beginning, and I cried at the end when he left.
I got it on video. Don't worry.
Oh, I know.
So I've only kind of been carouseling through about 8 photos here. I'm thinking about like putting all of it together for like a member only, like kind of like a vlog ish, because I got a lot of videos, but I don't really want to put it like as a normal video because it's just so outside of our norm. But I gotta say, shout out to this ridiculous cube thing that was in the middle.
Prism.
It was amazing. So like in this screen here, you can see that there's a little Timberlake, but behind him is a big Timberlake who's drowning.
Yes.
And the little one is the real one. It's weird. It was so weird. And then this is, of course, when he was behind us. We had like pretty good seats.
Yeah.
Pretty floor seats.
I forgot that I got us floor seats.
This is for your birthday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty great.
Yeah.
Pretty
Matt,
great.
you're great.
Of course,
Thanks for letting me use your credit card. Thanks.
Of course, here's Maggie with Mr. Timberlake right behind her. You can see. And this picture, can I just say, this picture reminds me of Billy.
It does.
Right? Like,
this
it looks like Billy.
Is this who Billy tried to model his
1000%
musician life?
Absolutely. Like, he told me if we saw him, if we saw Justin, to tell him thanks for helping him pick up girls in high school, because he said he modeled his entire look after him. So
yes.
he does.
Yes.
He looks exactly like him.
Yes, he does.
And of course, this is the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
They did play Trolls. I was very happy.
Yes. After he
Trolls
left
music.
that platform behind us, they started singing Trolls.
Yeah.
I did not expect
great.
it.
It was great. It was the can't stop the feeling. I keep wanting to say, I can't fight this feeling.
Hola, Shani.
Hey, Shani.
Hello, Jerriana.
Jerriana, what's up?
She says she was very excited for me. And Travis, what's up, man?
What up, Travis?
He says a mini Timberlake is a timber puddle.
Lake. Got him.
Oh my god.
I like it. I like it.
But yeah, that was probably like one of the best concerts of all time. Also, the DJ that opened up.
Oh my god. I meant to include a picture of the DJ.
Okay.
And I did not send it.
The DJ
what his name
beforehand, not anybody like well known or anything. I think it's probably like somebody local, maybe.
I'm pretty sure. So I have a theory about this.
Okay.
My theory is that the DJ was provided by
the arena.
The arena.
That's what I figured
and
too.
And that I'm sorry, Justin was like, his show starts at 9:30 or 9.
Yeah, 9.
And they were like, yeah, no, get here at 7:30. We got an opening act and everything. Because it was terrible. Like, he was not great. Am I right?
And like, it was like usually.
What was his
when
name?
you do
DJ Larry? What was his name?
No, DJ is something.
Oh, here we go. Andrew Hobbs.
Yeah, Andrew
Hobbs, everybody. And like, don't get me wrong, he wasn't like garbage. He wasn't a good DJ.
No.
Like, when I think of a DJ, and hey, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not a musical scientist, okay? I'm not a mixologist, as someone might say.
That's for alcohol.
Shut up. I'm joking. I'm just joking. But like, none of the music like went into each other.
No, it did not.
Like
flow
he didn't sample it and like remix it. Like but he did play the theme song to all that.
Yeah,
which was cool. And then he also played Soldier Boy.
He played a lot of music millennials would know.
Yeah. He played the theme song to Friends.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when you see an entire stadium go, it's something to behold. Not something good.
Yeah.
He also played the Macarena. Like, but he also played like Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah, he played.
It was all over the place.
It was. It sounded like without the turntable scratching every now and then. It reminded me of the CDs. See, whenever you got to be a senior at my high school, after the home football games, there was a dance.
Yeah.
Well, whenever we got to be seniors, we got control of the music. So that means, hey, we're going to meet up at blah, blah, blah's house and we're going to
burn a CD.
Burn a CD. We're going to make it different every week.
Legally.
Yeah.
From not from LimeWire.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, sure. iTunes. Anyway.
100%.
Yeah.
Why would you not use legal software to get music?
Also, but use their own CDs.
I would hope so. I hope you didn't just walk into a Walmart and just gank them, you know?
But yeah, and it reminded his sampling.
Yeah.
Outside of the 80s music was very much my high school home football dances.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That much rap at your school. I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah.
Maggie's school, nothing against Maggie's school. It's very country.
Yeah, it's country.
I'm surprised it wasn't all like Alan Jackson and
like every
caterpillar crawl or whatever.
Watermelon crawl.
No, it's the Moffats. You don't know.
You don't know.
They were on Ricky Lake. They were on Ricky Lake and they did the caterpillar crawl. They were the Moffats. Eat it, Maggie.
Went down yonder on the chat.
No, don't go anything like that.
What's up, Colonel?
Yeah,
and thank you, fun. Shiny, for my birthday wishes. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Maggie is 21 years old.
You're funny.
It's time for the news.
Good news, everyone.
Still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the screen, he did Sexy Bag, and Maggie has the video, but the screen was like a giant CG head of Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, and it would go.
Did the backup vocals.
Yeah. Jerianna, I have been trying to send it to you. It will not send, and I don't know why.
Yeah. And like it would just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you want to take it to the box office?
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Via Box Office Mojo, the numbers, and discussing film, here are the top 10 movies this weekend at the box office. Number 1, of course, without surprise, new to the box office, Inside Out 2. Maggie, get this. It opened to $155 million domestically.
Ooh.
Just domestically. That is huge. That is a huge amount. Worldwide, it has already hit $295 million.
Oh.
That's, again, very, very good. 9 years after the original movie was released. This is the first Pixar sequel in 5 years. I wanted to point that out because it doesn't feel like that. It feels like we've had more. But I guess technically, like, Lightyear wouldn't be considered a sequel.
No.
And like, Monsters, whatever, like that's a show.
Universe. Oh, yeah, the show, yeah.
So, I mean, like, I guess not.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the biggest animated film opening of all time worldwide. Of all time. It's really good.
That's crazy.
This is the biggest opening weekend of 2024 so far. So many twos in this sentence. Yeah, best opening weekend so far. Earned $62 million in its domestic opening day. This is the second I can't talk today. This is the second biggest opening ever for an animated film after The Incredibles 2.
Are you okay?
I was about to burp. I was trying not to burp.
Okay.
Sorry. Jesus, Maggie. It was the second biggest opening day ever after The Incredibles 2. And The Incredibles 2 got more people to watch. But that was only the first day.
Yeah.
Inside Out 2 got more people weekend total. So think about
in your face.
I think I would probably put, like, we've never ranked Pixar movies. We should do that sometime. But I'd probably put Inside Out 2 over Incredibles 2. Like,
no, I agree.
Like, I feel like Incredibles 2 was, like, it was good.
Like,
I remember it being good.
I like the dad stuff.
Yeah.
Because he had to take care of the kids on his own.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. It seemed like somewhere, like, in the middle and end where the mom was working on her own, it just falls flat.
Yeah.
Like, I can kind of remember who was the bad guys.
Yeah.
who turned out to be the bad
guys?
guys.
It's just that the first one was just a lot better.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes the second one feel worse.
Just knocked it out of the park.
Brad Bird.
Brad freaking Bird.
Brad fucking Bird. Let's see here. Certified Fresh at 92%. It was a big deal. We're actually going to be talking about the Inside Out 2 movie at the end, a little bit later in the show. So be sure and hang out for that.
Go watch the movie.
The movies.
We're going to talk about the movies.
We'll add it to our summer ranking, see where it falls. The answer will surprise you. It'll surprise us because we don't know. At number 2, dropping from the number 1 slot, is Bad Boys Ride or Die. Added an additional $33.7 million, bringing its domestic toll to $113 million, and its worldwide gross to $215.3 million.
Wow.
The Bad Boys franchise has passed $1 billion worldwide. Are you surprised by that? $1 billion franchise. The Bad Boys franchise is worth $1 billion.
I don't know. I think I'm kind of surprised by that.
I am. I did not. I mean, like,
I don't think of it as a franchise.
I don't either.
I know that's bad.
It wasn't until like 2020 when the third one came out, you know. Up till then it died in 2004.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just wild. I mean, I'm glad it's doing good. It's doing so good, Maggie, that Bad Boys 5 is already being discussed. Quote, we want to see how this one did at the box office, and I'm sure we'll have conversations this week.
Well.
What should the 5th one be called? Bad Boys 5 for Fighting.
Bad Boys.
What you gonna do?
YOLO.
YOLO? YOVO. You only live fives. Moving on.
That doesn't work.
Number 3, up from the number 5 slot. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Brought an additional 5.2 million. Apes strong together, Maggie. Bringing its domestic total to 157.8 million.
Strong.
Its worldwide gross to 300. God damn it. The 374.5 has returned to the top 3 highest grossing films this weekend. Only had a 3.8% drop from last weekend despite losing over 600 theaters. It's really good. That's a really good amount.
Ape strong.
Number 4, dropping from the number 2 slot, Garfield.
Woo!
Surprised it's still in the top 5.
Me too.
Brought in an additional 4.7 million, bringing its domestic total to 78.2 million, and its worldwide gross to $217.4 million.
Thanks to Garfield, this is all our almost 4-year-old wants to listen to in the car. The only 2 songs that you can listen to.
She loves the Garfield songs, and I don't know why. They're not good.
They're not.
Like, we got the Trolls soundtrack, you know? Like,
well, she does request that afterwards.
I know, but it's always what I will say, at least she's not asking for Hit Me Baby One More Time from Kung Fu Panda. Like, that was a lot. That was every day for several months. It was great.
Well, she did like it, Matt.
I mean, listen, I can't be mad that she's liking Tenacious D. Okay, I can't be that upset about it.
No.
All right. Plus, we got Despicable Me 4 coming up, so that should help, hopefully.
If Pharrell did the music, hopefully.
Number 5, dropping from the number 4 slot, was The Watchers. Added an additional 4.7 million, bringing its domestic total to 13.5 million, and its worldwide gross to $23 million. Not great. But I feel like the budget's not that high, so it's probably okay.
Yeah.
Number 6, dropping from the number 3 slot, is If, with 3.4 million. I'm surprised If still doing decent numbers with Inside Out and Garfield out. I'm just kind of surprised by that.
I think maybe word's gotten out that it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's not...
It's had some legs.
It's not just for little kids.
Some long legs. That's that movie. It's the movie. Added 3.4 million, bringing its domestic total to $100.9 million, across the $100 million mark, and its worldwide gross to $173.4 million. Number 7, dropping from the number 6 slot, is Furiosa. With 2.6 million, bringing its domestic total to $63.3 million, and worldwide gross to $160.3 million. It's a good movie. Number 8, dropping from the number 7. Okay, yeah, I got a little bit confused there. Dropping from the number 7 slot was The Fall Guy, added $1.5 million, bringing its domestic total to $87.9 million and its worldwide gross to $169.7 million. Very low for a very good movie. At number 9, up from the number 10 slot, was The Strangers Chapter 1, added an additional $760,000.
I saw a clip from that.
I
saw a clip.
I mean, like, I was interested in it, but I'm not so sure.
Like it shows her, like, I guess, crawling underneath the house or something.
Yeah.
And the people are up in the house or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, you see this nail sticking up and her hand goes straight through it. And she has to, like, cover her mouth and not scream.
Daggone. They should just do The Strangers, but instead of it being The Strangers, it should be The Court of Owls. Like, same exact story, but put them in an owl mask.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'd like
Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Strangers.
Okay.
Is he okay? I think he's okay. He's okay, everybody. At number 10, dropping from the number 8 slot, was Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, which added an additional $632,000. And the extended remastered versions of the Lord of the Rings trilogy has earned a total of $6.2 million in their re-release. Just keep adding money to that giant pot of money, you know?
Yep.
Warner Brothers just making all kinds of money from nothing this year. They're like, fuck it, let's just throw in these movies that we already made several years ago. It'll make something. That'll be fun. Why bother making something new, you know? Via discussing film, Deadpool and Wolverine is tracking to open with $200 million to $239 million domestically.
Oh, wow.
That's what it's tracking to do.
Wow.
This will be the biggest opening for an R-rated movie and one of the biggest box office openings ever.
I'm
it hits that.
So excited for it, though.
I'm ready.
Did you see the video I sent you of that guy playing the crane machine to get the best friend necklaces?
No.
You didn't? It was on Instagram, my bad.
You know me.
I know. But it took him 10 attempts and he finally got, it's like an egg. And it grabs it and it has both the necklaces in it.
That's pretty cool.
So it was at an AMC, but
I wonder if you could just buy it.
I think you're supposed to be able to, but
I like Hot Topic or something.
No, it's through the movie.
Tell you what, this is what we'll do. We'll go buy it at Hot Topic. We'll buy one of those grabber things for old people, and I'll just give you that and lay it on the floor, and we'll just there you go.
Wow,
did the whole thing.
Matt's no fun at all.
Crane machines are a joke. All right,
Peacemaker, you are a joke.
Peacemaker, what a joke. Well, oddly enough, we're gonna be talking about that a little bit later. Oddly enough. Next week's releases, and this is accurate this time. It was not accurate last week. Now it's accurate. Next week's releases are going to be The Bike Riders, which is rated R and has an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. The Exorcism, also rated R, has a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes. And Thelma, rated PG-13, has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. You want to watch Thelma?
Yeah.
Well, we already got tickets to The Exorcism. You said you wanted to watch The Exorcism.
Take my word for it every time. It's just because Russell.
Thelma? I don't care that it's 98%. If I wanted to watch an old woman, roll around, I'd go hang out with Mom.
Don't talk about Angie
I
like that.
love Mom. She would laugh at it. She would laugh. She thinks it's funny. It was just a joke, everybody. I love my mom. Everybody knows that.
What a joke.
What a joke. Well, you know what else is a joke, Maggie?
What?
It's time to guess the weekend box office.
Weekend box office.
Bum, bum,
Bum, bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do it. I gotta have the video.
All right, everybody. Remember, each correct movie in the top 5 that we guessed correctly is worth 1 point. Each movie in the correct slot is worth 1 point. That means if we had both guessed Inside Out at number 1, we would get 1 point for it being in the top 5 and an additional point for it being in the correct slot. And if we did that for all 5 movies, we would get an additional 5 points, meaning that every week you can earn a total of 15 points. So let's remind everybody what the top 5 was this week. We had Inside Out 2 at number 1, Bad Boys at number 2, The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes at number 3, The Garfield Movie at number 4, and The Watchers. Lots of those this week. Watchers at number 5. So let's see what our picks were. So it looks like I had picked Inside Out 2 at number 1, Bad Boys at number 2, If at number 3, The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes at number 4, and Furiosa at number 5. Maggie had picked Inside Out at number 1, Bad Boys at number 2, The Watchers at number 3,
dang it,
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes at number 4, and Furiosa at number 5. And the results are Maggie got 1 extra point than I did.
Dominate.
So I got 2 points for Inside Out 2 and 2 points for Bad Boys. No points for If. 1 point for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes because it was in the top 5 but not in the correct slot. And no points for Furiosa. Maggie got 2 points for Inside Out 2, 2 points for I almost said Best Buy for some reason.
Yeah.
1 point for The Watchers being in the top 5 but not in the correct slot. 1 point for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes for being in the correct for being in the top 5 but not in the correct slot. And 2 points for Furiosa. I'm sorry.
Wait, no.
She got no points for Furiosa.
Points.
So that means the new total is Matt with finally breaking 102 points versus Maggie's 123 points. So, you son of a bitch. You're doing great.
Well, just botch it on this one.
I'm not upset at all. I'm definitely not.
For sickness and health, right?
Like, I made this game. I should be better at this. You know?
I like that. I made this game.
I made the rules and everything. This is horse shit.
Oh,
it's
Lord.
fine. All right. So now it's time to pick.
My contacts are dry.
Wow. Now it's time to pick next week's picks. So, Maggie, you can go ahead and get this pulled up here.
All right.
And we're going to have you give us your top 5 for next week.
Number 1, Inside Out 2.
Okay.
Number 2. Man, this is hard. Number 2, I'm going to say Bad Boys.
Okay.
Number 3, I'm going to say The Bike Riders.
The Bike Riders.
Then, let's see. Number 4.
Number 4. Burger King foot lettuce.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. Okay.
And then number 5 will sandwich the other end with Garfield. Have animation on both ends.
Animation domination. Prepare for total domination. Nailed it.
Oh no, Travis hates the Lord of the Rings. Oh no.
Lord of the Rings? In the top 5? God.
No. They Colonel said, you still hate Lord of the Rings, Matt.
Yeah.
And Travis said to the Colonel, Matt wouldn't be alone in hating the Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
And Colonel said, not you too, Travis.
Yes, Travis, my precious. That's a Star Wars reference.
Yes.
It's a Star Wars reference.
Taters.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Inside Out 2, Bad Boys 4. I'm gonna say Apes at number 3, and then I'm gonna say, is anybody really even looking forward to the Bike Riders?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say the Bike Riders.
A lot of people like that Tom Hardy high pitched accent.
And I think everybody's ready for a horror movie. So I'm gonna say The Exorcism. Actually, wait, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna put
Love you, Henry.
So do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? No. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I thought about moving Bike Riders to number 3, Apes at number 4, and The Exorcism at number 5, but I have left it. So my pick is Inside Out 2 at number 1, Bad Boys 4 at number 2, Apes at number 3, Bike Riders at number 4, and Exorcism at number 5.
Yeah.
Maggie's picks are Inside Out number 2. I'm sorry, at number 1, Bad Boys 4 at number 2, The Bike Riders at number 3, Apes at number 4, and the Garfield movie at number 5. And that is
Travis, you're wild.
Guess the Weekend box office.
Box office. Yeah.
Shorty, she knew she had to guess, but she didn't know to guess the Weekend box office.
Wow.
Everybody was asking, what kind of night will it be?
What? Colonel Sanders.
I was trying to get things going. But we did it, Maggie. We picked the Weekend box office.
Good job.
Hey, you know what else is a good
everybody.
job? You know what else is a good job, Maggie?
What?
The good job for this episode being brought to you in part by the new movie Digimon Adventure 02, now available on Blu-ray and DVD in one pack. Look at that. It's 2012 and 10 years have passed since their adventure in the digital world. Davis is now 20, and he and the rest of the Digidestined seem to be changing bit by bit in terms of appearance and lifestyle. Then one day, a giant Digimon suddenly appears in the sky over Tokyo Tower. Davis and the others encounter a mysterious young man named Louis Owada, who informs them that he's the first ever Digidestined in the world.
I'm trying to
Use our link in the description of this episode to order Digimon Adventure 02 The Beginning on Blu-ray from Amazon today. That's right. We checked this out over the weekend, and it was I liked it.
Oh yeah.
I liked it. Like,
dark.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like, and be like, oh, it's fucking amazing. Everybody should go and buy it. I liked it. Like, as a Digimon fan, I liked it. But like, I think I'd give it like a 3. Like, you know, I want more. It feels like the next episode, as opposed to like Last Evolution really like felt like it could be a finale if it had to be. This just feels like it continues the story, but that's not a bad thing.
No.
Yeah, way darker than expected.
Yeah.
Way darker. So yeah, everybody, be sure and order that from Amazon using our description, our link in the description. And yeah, that'll be helping support the channel. But that is it. Now, back to the show.
Stop. I wanted to read chat.
All right, read chat. Get us caught up, lady.
Bitch.
Lady. From the moment I saw you.
Jerry, and I will send it to your sister. So she has an iPhone. Let's see. I am trying to make sure. Colonel Sanders, I do agree. It was a great year for buddy cop movies like Godzilla X Kong, followed by Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
Travis says he still has that Mew card that was given out during the first Pokemon movie.
Hell yeah!
Stole it from his uncle when he was little.
Hell yeah! The one that looks like it's carved in stone or whatever. It's rad as shit.
Also, Travis, I had a Smeagol. Yeah,
it's Smeargle.
I'm thinking it's a Pokemon, but I know what he means now. Smeagol, Gollum, Precious.
Yeah.
Action figure when I was a kid, where the loincloth had fell off the back, revealing an eerily detailed butt crack. That's my fondest memory of the rings.
I'm glad it was just the butt crack. I don't know if I'd want to see.
It's Andy Serkis's butt.
Well, I've already seen it. King Kong.
And then Travis also says, we need a segment where Matt holds up a movie and describes it without blinking. I'm sorry.
I can do that anytime, anywhere. You want to talk about the Blair Witch Project?
Hey guys, I'll go grab a random Blu-ray off the shelf.
No, we gotta get a $5 super chat. To do it. There you go. This is how we monetize. All right.
If you want to experience The Matt experience. Explaining a movie without blinking. Super chat.
I love it. All right, everybody. Now it's time to get into the news. All right. We got some headlines for you, but first off, new releases coming out this week on video on demand. Not really a movie, but a Nintendo Direct will be live tomorrow morning. That's Tuesday, June the 18th. I almost said December for some ungodly reason. That'll be at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific, if you're on the Pacific Coast. West Coast, best coast.
Specific.
It's going to be 40 minutes long, Maggie, and they will not discuss the new Switch successor.
Dang it.
Do you think they will discuss the new Switch successor?
No,
I mean, they said they wouldn't.
They won't.
But, you know.
They won't.
No, I think they definitely won't.
They won't. They usually honor their word. Oh, no.
What? What we got?
We got a super chat from Travis. I want him to describe the Turbo movie.
The Turbo movie without flinching?
Without blinking.
Do I have it on DVD somewhere, but
I can't
it's not. Wait. I might have it right here. Maggie, what do you think we're going to get from the Nintendo Direct?
Well, I figured just to finish out the rest of the movie. Like, not movie, the rest of the games for the year. Travis, you madman. Colonel said that. I think we'll get like the lineup of games to finish out the year before the successor is probably revealed in the fall, I believe. That's what they said earlier, in like maybe last month.
Yeah.
That they said that they would announce it in the fall. So yeah, it's kind of exciting and sad at the same time because the Switch is a console I played a lot on. And just having to say bye to it just makes me sad. I know it's not gone forever, but like...
Gone in our hearts, but not in our minds.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All right.
Oh, God.
Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. I have the DVD. Like, I have it on VHS, but I couldn't find the VHS. But I have my DVD collection right here, so... Here we go.
Oh, yeah, it's in that big booklet.
Yeah, when I threw away all the DVD cases.
All the cases.
All right, everybody, here we go. Ready? Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. Turbo, a Power Rangers movie is about the Power Rangers post-Zeo, where, Rocky done fell and broke his leg, and now they gotta get a little boy to come hang out with them, and, good thing you don't need a license to drive a sword. But it turns out Jason and Kimberly are there, and they're like, oh my God, I didn't blink. I realized I sent it over to Maggie, so I did not blink, still haven't blinked. Jason and Kimberly are like, hey, guys, we really want to help, you know? We want to be a part of the team. But then, oops, they're evil now, and Bulk and Skull are Spanish. And then, like, they're sacrificed to a giant volcano god because Divatox's boobies need to get there. And then that fuck Largo from, the Dark Crystal shows up, and he's like, oh, my God. Oh. And then, yeah, they get cars, and they never talk about the Zeo Crystal ever again. And there's a point where these fucking monkeys are there. They're like, oh my God, what are these fucking monkeys doing here? And they help Largo, and Kat and Tommy are there, and then they morph, and they have like a little juice thing in their little backpack thingies that we've never seen before and we'll never see again. And then, yeah, it turns out Rocky's fine. But Jason helped him win the karate tournament to save a foster kid's home or something. And the Justin is like, hey, I'm still a Blue Ranger. The end.
Colonel said, what the F is going on?
That is Turbo, a Power Rangers movie.
Just to let everybody...
Not good. It's not good.
Just to let everybody know that's just now joined us, like Johnny Marrero and stuff. Matt said if you super chat us, Travis has invented a new segment for us. Matt will describe any movie without blinking.
Sure. I can do Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
Quit.
If anybody wants it.
Travis said that was well done and that was epic.
Hey, thank you.
Eric, hola, senor.
Hey, Eric's here.
I have missed you too, man.
What up, Eric? Hey, Maggie.
Greatly.
What? What?
I have missed you guys in the show greatly.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Having 2 under 2. Ay, Dios mío. Oh.
Yeah. I
we
can't
have
imagine.
a 3-nager and a 5-month-old, man. We feel your pain.
Don't get me started. Ugh, kids, am I right? Coming out to Netflix this week, Outstanding, a Comedy Revolution documentary, drops on Netflix on June 18th, exploring the history of the LGBTQ plus stand-up comedy and its importance as an instrument for social change over the past 5 decades. On June the 19th, we get Black Barbie, a documentary. The story of the first Black Barbie begins when the filmmaker's 83-year-old aunt asks, why not make a Barbie that looks like me?
Aww.
We also get Dexter seasons 1 through 8 dropping on June the 19th as well. So anybody wanting to watch Dexter, you got Netflix.
I kind of do.
I don't really want to watch it. It's, it's like, oh, kill people.
Kill bad people.
I mean, that's pretty much, if I want to watch that, I could just fucking watch
Breaking Bad.
the news. Am I right? Am I right? Fuckers. Oh, fuck.
Stop.
Stop. That's what he sounds like. That's Largo.
Yeah, Travis says that Largo impression was shockingly accurate.
Right? It's exactly it. I swear I went back in time and played Largo in a previous life. All right. Dropping on Prime this week, we got Power of the Dream, a documentary, dropping on June 18th. The WNBA's journey from underestimation to activism, fighting for equal rights. You also get Oppenheimer dropping on the 18th as well. Physical releases this week. You get RoboCop 2 on 4K.
Holy crap.
The second one. Is this the one where he shoots the guy's dick off? I don't know. You'll have to find out.
I wish I had that shirt.
You also get RoboCop 2014. 4K.
Yeah.
I remember it being not that bad.
No, it wasn't horrible.
But I feel like it totally missed the point of RoboCop.
Yeah.
But you know who played RoboCop in that?
I can't remember.
It was the guy that says, Peacemaker. What a joke.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was him. He was RoboCop.
Wow.
I love at the beginning of the RoboCop reboot where he's in the gray suit.
Yeah.
But then when they put him in that sleek black suit, I'm like, this isn't fucking RoboCop. He's supposed to look terrible.
Yeah, he's supposed to look
that's
cheesy.
RoboCop.
It's supposed to look boxy and cheesy.
Anyway, we also got Bound from 1996. The Criterion edition is hitting 4K on Blu-ray. Do you know what Bound is?
Nope.
The first movie the Wachowskis made in order to get the approval to make The Matrix. Yeah. So, there you go. Apparently, it's really good. Never watched it. Beverly Hills Ninja hits Blu-ray.
I've never watched that movie.
It's okay. It's not as bad as you would expect it to be, okay?
I mean, I love me some Chris Farley.
I love Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
But Black Sheep is not as good as Tommy Boy. No. And then this was after that. And it's like, okay, is it going to be worse? And it's not.
Is
it's
it
not
Kung Fu
bad.
Panda?
No.
No.
It's more like... I don't even know. He's Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. The Karate Kid from 1984, 4K edition drops. We also get American Fiction on Blu-ray, and Warehouse 13, the complete series, hits Blu-ray.
I don't know what that is.
I feel like it was big around the time of Doctor Who's revival.
Okay.
I think Felicia Day might have been a recurring character on it.
Okay.
I think, yeah, during the guild.
Travis has a movie drop for us.
Oh God, what we got?
Turdo, a Pooh Ranger's duty.
Now, okay, there was I forgot there was a couple of floaters in the movie that do look like turds. They do. When they're on the pirate ship, they're on a pirate ship. A ghost pirate ship, okay? They take their cars onto it.
Oh, no. Eric's in on it now.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go, Matt. Describe.
So
Explain Scott Pilgrim versus the world. LOL. Good luck with that one. And Colonel Sanders said yes.
All right. Let me grab the Blu-ray because I've got it.
I can do the new trailers.
Yeah, that's fine. Here.
Where's the scrolly thingy?
It's right there.
Okay. All right. New trailers. Ugh, sorry, everybody. He's looking for it. The first trailer for The Watchmen Chapter 1 dropped. Will release later this year.
It's animated.
It's animated.
It's like a DC animated movie.
It's a DC animated movie.
But it's Watchmen.
Yeah. I'm repeating what Matt says. First trailer for the Imaginary from animator. Oh boy, Yoshiyuki Mamos.
You're doing great, Maggie.
I'm about to. Hey guys, super chat if you want me to hit Matt's butt. Anyways, the animator did Spirited Away. I'm not gonna hack away at his name. Hits Netflix on July 5th. First trailer for The Instigators, starring Matt Damon and Casey Affleck, hits Apple TV on August 9th. I'm kind of excited about that one. First trailer for Paddington 3 hits theaters on January 17th, 2025. First trailer for Supercell hits Netflix on June 27th. Oh, I'm getting it confused with Supergel. Two different things. Oh god, a lot of stuff is falling, guys.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine, apparently.
Everything is going exactly.
I will continue on. First trailer for My Spa 2 hits Prime on July 18th. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
It's getting a sequel.
Oh my god. Then first trailer for Sausage Party sequel series hits on July 11th. Are you okay? I'm so scared right now. He got it. Matt having trouble over there. Yeah, we're kind of packed into a small room for our studio.
Oh.
All right. I made it to the new dates, so. All right, everybody. I present Eric's super chat request. Matt explaining Scott Pilgrim versus the world without blinking. Whenever you're ready.
I'm out of breath. Just
well, catch your. How about I read some of the new dates while you catch your breath? Just to be fair.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Let me take a good drink real quick.
Okay.
All right, everybody. We got Scott Pilgrim Blu-ray, Scott Pilgrim 4K.
Okay.
They're both the same, but they're different. Yeah, well, I mean, like, one's
sorry.
the 4K. What, like, they're both the same movie.
But I'm just like how you said they're the same, but they're different.
Now, this does say it was $29.99 at Best Buy. I definitely did not pay that.
No, you did not.
Because I'm not a dork. Okay.
He follows Wario 64.
Oh, this is way before Wario 64.
Oh,
dude, this is like what, 2008, 2009?
Oh, that's before us. So here we go, everybody.
Here we go, everybody.
Here we go. Take one.
Imagine a world named Toronto, Canada. That's right, everybody. Scott Pilgrim versus the world. Do you like video games? Do you like fighting, but it's like a musical, but it's fighting instead of singing? Get ready for Scott Pilgrim versus the world. So Scott Pilgrim is just the really shitty kind of guy, to be completely honest, and he falls in love with Ramona while he's still dating a hot schooler scandal. That's right. It's not good. But it turns out Ramona has 7 evil ex-boyfriends, and he's got to defeat all 7 of them. Well, 7 evil exes, sorry. He's got to defeat all 7 of them if he's going to be able to take Ramona's hand and date it, because Ramona is on my mind. There you go. You got it. And then, of course, don't forget, G-Man Graves is here, and boy, howdy, is he just a bad, bad man. And so they gotta do some stuff. You got pirates and evil emo witch ghost girls. You got the guy that is Captain America. I can't think of his name. Chris Evans. Right? Is his name Chris Evans?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And he's like, hey, I can do a thingy. You want me to do a thingy? I can do a thingy.
I need you to do a thingy.
I can't grind my board, bro. And then Matt Patel, that's how I was trying to remember. And then you got the third Evil X, which is another one. And then you got the fourth and the fifth and sixth. And I'm kind of blanking on a lot of them right now, but that's okay. Because you also have Kieran Culkin, and he's Scott's roommate. And Scott, he gets a Netflix movie, or he gets a Best Buy order, an Amazon order. That's what it is in the movie. It's Netflix on the show. Don't worry about that. And then, yeah, they have a big old gorilla fight a double-headed dragon against the twins. And then Scott dies. He dies. But then it turns out he got an extra life. And so he uses that extra life to fight for himself, for self-respect. I want a fighter for me, he says. But then Knives Chow shows up, and he says, "Chow, Knives," and sends her packing, and then he ends up with Ramona Flowers. Continue. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nailed it. Oh, and Nega Scott shows up, and it's bad.
Yeah.
So if you want to verse the world, you could do no worse.
It's not via in the world. It's versing.
That's right. That's right. This is Scott Pilgrim versus the world. Order it on Amazon using our affiliate link in the description below. I feel like it wasn't as good. I feel like I watched that one.
I think you rushed through it.
I did a little bit. Why am I blanking on the other X's?
I don't know.
I can't. Number 3 was Brandon Routh. They have the base battle.
Yeah.
The vegan police show up.
Also, Brie Larson.
Yeah, well, that's Scott's Evil X.
Yeah, but
hello again, friend of a friend.
So chat blew up over all this.
Hell yeah, they did.
Scott Pilgrim versus Blinkless Matt.
I feel like I blinked
and Travis
quite
said,
a few times.
What we're making Matt do is why Thanos wanted to delete half of humanity. Travis also said this turned into an OnlyFans pretty fast.
Hey, you don't want to know what I'll do for $10.
Please don't, guys. Please don't push it.
Should I leave all this in the podcast version, or should I take all this out for the audio listeners later?
It's your call.
I'll leave it in.
Travis also said Matt rushed in with those DVDs like the guy in Scary Movie 2 offering bags of chips to the weed plant.
It's true.
Giant weed plant. And Eric said hipster chicks.
Hipster chicks. I said emo. Emo ghost witches. Not once did hipster comes in there. God. If you want to fight me, you're not the brightest. What? Did you like how I said scandal? Yeah. Scott Pilgrim's dating a high schooler. Scandal.
Oh.
That's what.
Scandal.
Anyway, where's the thingy?
Guy Ritchie.
Can you give me the thingy?
There.
Can I do a thingy off that thing? Give me the fucking thing. All right, everybody.
Dang it.
New dates. Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis hits theaters. It's coming to theaters.
Sounds like a friggin' Sonic level.
Megalopolis. Hits theaters on September 27th via Lionsgate. So it's actually getting a release date. Can you believe that? The unmarketable movie. We're going to go watch it, right?
Yeah.
I have to know how they do it. Like, do they hire somebody at every theater to go in and talk to Adam Driver? Like, that's what I need to know. I need to know how they're going to do that, because that's going to be ridiculous.
Yes.
All right. We also got The Penguin coming out in September on HBO Max. Creature Commandos will release in December on HBO Max. And it's been revealed that Alan Tudyk will be playing a character in Creature Commandos.
He said, I'm in it too. That's all he said.
It's pretty great.
He retweeted James Gunn and he said, I'm in it too.
And Rick Flags Sr. is going to be in it. Played by the guy who played Crossbones in Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Yep. He's playing his daddy. And he's also going to be in the live action Peacemaker. What a joke. Tony! The live action Lilo and Stitch remake will release later this year. You believe that? We got 6 months before the end of the year.
We still haven't heard.
I'm shocked.
Or at least seen something.
Will this be any good?
I'm having a feeling since we haven't like heard anything, like at least like behind the scenes, you know.
Ohana means no one left behind.
Ohana means family. Do you like reading the Ugly Duckling, Stitch? Wait, are you that thing from Turbo?
No, that's Larigo. He's like, you have to kind of act like you're gonna hawk something out.
Eric said, "Great job, Matt. Not even a blink." Wow.
I'm pretty sure I blinked. I appreciate it. I guess
the few times I was like trying to stare at him in the monitor, because like I didn't want to stare at him here because I was afraid that I don't think it would bother you, but I didn't want to mess with you.
I like it when you watch me.
Eric also named off all the X's in chat.
Brad, Chad, Mad, Cad, Fad, Tad, Josh Gad.
Colonel says, "Can Matt do a Jar Jar Binks impression?"
I'm not going to.
That's a Jar Jar
No,
Binks.
I mean, that out of context.
Yeah,
could be,
very bad.
I'm trying to think of like one thing he says that would be okay.
He's scared.
Big booming.
Yeah, there you go. Big booming.
Yeah, not a great one.
No.
I haven't practiced it enough because I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Yeah.
Also, he was one of the people that didn't look back at doesn't look back on Jar Jar Binks with love.
Fuck no.
Yeah, see?
Jar Jar sucks, okay? And so do the Ewoks. And so do Porgs. They all suck. Right?
Colonel said there are 10 things that a person should never do. Jar Jar is 8.
It's true. It's true. Colonel's on it. Colonel
Good
gets
job,
it.
Colonel.
Hey, via discussing film,
It's a test.
DC Comics has announced Multiverses Collision Detected, a 6-issue limited series launching this September from writer Brian Q. Miller and artist John Samarvia, also featuring main covers by Dan Mora. This book acts as a tie-in to the Multiverses video game and sees Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman teaming up with Bugs Bunny to investigate a multiversal mystery.
I thought we solved that in Space Jam 2.
The cover of one of them has Batman looking up at all of his monitors, and on one of the monitors is Jake and Finn from Adventure Time. It looks terrible. It looks
Sounds
terrible.
like Space Jam 2.
No, Maggie. There was never a Space Jam 2, okay? There was only
Space
Jam A New Legacy, you son of a bitch. I don't have that one on DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah, don't ask for that. We don't have that. Don't ask for it.
It's true. Via Deadline, a Blue Beetle animated series is in the works. The series will serve as some sort of continuation of the movie. So I could see this being like, first off, Blue Beetle movie. Awesome. You slept on it. Everybody, go watch Blue Beetle movie. Yeah, it's really great. It's
good.
I know the DC EU is dead and it came out a weird time post Flash and all that stuff, but Blue Beetle, totally solid. Definitely worth it.
Totally worth it. Because you find out to call Toyota Tacomas Taco.
It's true. And the guy from Cobra Kai, I cannot think of his name. I know it's Mari Duena.
Yeah.
But I mispronounced it. It's not Zolo. Because I was saying that.
Eric,
I know that's wrong.
Eric, help.
But it's really good. It's really good. So this being a somewhat continuation of the movie, what I could see with this is that his character will appear in probably like the Teen Titans movie.
Yeah. And
this will kind of be the bridge from that movie, since we're not going to get I think we're not going to get a sequel.
Yeah.
Which sucks. And maybe one day we will, but before he appears in another movie, I don't think he'll get a standalone. So I think this will kind of be that bridge to take us from that movie into whatever his new appearance is, probably Teen Titans, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
And hopefully Jason Sudeikis is in it, because I still stand by that.
Yes.
Because
I forgot about that.
He'd be so great. He'd be such a great Ted Cord.
Yes,
and I really think he may have been Ted Cord. I really think it might have been him.
I think
though they've denied it.
Yeah.
I think they even said who it was, and it wasn't him.
No.
But, I mean,
and we're like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's It's Ted Lasso.
And get Booster Gold in there and give us a blue and gold movie. Come on, James Gunn, you son of a bitch.
Coward.
Via Hollywood Reporter, Derek Connolly is writing the script for the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie. Previous credits include Safety Not Guaranteed,
okay,
Jurassic World, Monster Trucks, Kong Skull Island, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Detective Pikachu, and was given the story by credit for Star Wars Episode 9 and Jurassic World Dominion.
Woo! He wrote Monster Trucks.
Out of all those, that's the one you're going to call out. Maggie, a job is 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 a job for the band
trailer
for the band
crazy.
for the band
they were coons
for the band.
They were coons.
A gig is 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 a gig. Maggie,
like a
listen.
crazy person.
I am a crazy person.
I know you are.
He worked with Colin Trevorrow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's why he did Safety Not Guaranteed. That was Colin
Sholo
Maridueña.
Is that right, Eric?
Cholo Maridueña. Let us know. Kong Skull Island is really good.
Yeah,
way better than we ever remember it being.
Yeah.
You know, and of course Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
You know, the story by credit for for Star Wars Episode 9. That's for the original version that Colin Trevorrow was supposed to make.
Yeah.
But after Episode 8 came out, they got cold feet and scrapped everything. So that's why he's still given a story by credit, because he did a lot of work on it. But what we ended up getting was not at all what he had wrote.
Okay.
So, but I think he nailed Jurassic World. Like the first Jurassic World.
Oh yeah.
Like that was solid. And so getting somebody that was able to kind of recapture, the nostalgia of the original Jurassic Park, like getting that person to write the Transformers and G.I. Joe movie, I think is a great idea. I think it's a perfect idea, honestly. Mm-hmm. Could be way worse. Could have got the guy that wrote Morbius or something, you know.
Colonel asked, was Monster Truck about the weird octopus alien that lived in the dude's car?
Yes.
I know that sounds weird.
Was. No, that's
but like, this is what Ollie says. I know that sounds weird, but that is a legitimate movie, and it scared the shit out of me when I was younger.
I think I'm pretty sure the main character is,
isn't it?
It's Cyclops' brother in First Class, and like the First Class stuff. I forget what his name is, but he ends up being Cyclops' brother in the original, not the original, but the prequel timeline. Vivarati. Dwayne Johnson's production company, $7, has signed a first look deal with Disney. The deal will include developing multiple new films that Dwayne Johnson will potentially star in.
What the crap?
Disney just doing a bunch of stuff. What?
Rob Lowe is in Monster Truck.
Rob Lowe? Yeah. That is literally the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Lucas Till is that guy's name.
Is that the guy?
Yeah.
From...
oh, sorry.
First...
I think it is.
Contact.
I just saw it.
First Class.
First Class.
Yeah,
First Class.
Yeah. And he should have been in the first three. First Class, Days of Future Past.
Yep.
And...
It's him.
Okay,
it's him.
Cool. Nailed it. Fucking nailed that shit. Man, what do you think about Disney teaming up with Dwayne Johnson, $7 to get a first look deal?
Wow. What?
So, like, okay, now, just so everybody knows.
First look deal. What?
Just so everybody knows, this doesn't necessarily mean anything. A lot of people sign first look deals, and they ultimately go nowhere. Actually, Mr. Sunday Movies just did a whole video on it, so definitely go check that out. But like, where they sign on to do like J.J. Abrams had a first look deal with Warner Brothers, and like, remember how he was working on like a Superman movie and like another project, and like all of that went to shit, and now he's not there anymore because the deal went up, but he still made like $100 million or something. Dang. That's what these are. Now, it could end up being something.
Yeah.
You know, obviously. I think Mark Webb had a first look deal with Fox. That they had to release him to do Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And that's why that X-Men preview was at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2. So that Mark Webb could direct it. Yeah. Anyway.
That was funny.
Yeah. What Disney movie would you want to see Dwayne Johnson starring? Hercules.
Okay. All right.
I can go the distance.
I'm gonna go old ass Disney on everybody.
Oh boy.
Do The Ugly Dachshund. Which is about... Why? It's dogs, Matt. We could get a Great Dane wanting to be a dachshund, and they tried to enter it into a dog show competition.
Dude, no. If you're going to do dogs, just do Shaggy Dog.
I don't want to
see Shaggy Dog again.
Hey. Yes, Tim. The last one that they did had Tim Allen in it.
Yeah? There, you happy? Is that what you're fishing for?
Yeah.
You bastard.
Oh, bye, Travis. He says another hilarious stream. You guys are a true standout and always a highlight of our weeks. And happy Father's Day, Matt. Take care.
Oh, thanks, Travis. Thanks, man.
Bye,
thanks
Travis.
for hanging out. We'll see you next time, man. So, via discussing film, Sony Pictures has acquired Alamo Drafthouse Cinema. It is the first major Hollywood studio to own a movie theater chain in 75 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, so they told them that they couldn't do it because what studios was doing was basically creating monopolies.
Yeah.
Where they would own the distribution, the release, the actors, like, and basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the first time, which they've cut that. Like that ended, I think, a few years back because there was talks of Disney opening up their own theater chain, which I wouldn't be against, but that's neither here nor there.
Please don't do it.
Them owning, like, it sucks that they own Alamo Drafthouse because it's known for being like a pristine, like, you better not fucking talk or we're gonna punch you in the dick.
Yeah. Don't you dare get out your flipping phone.
Yeah.
I don't care if someone's dying in your family.
But I think if I'm remembering correctly, I believe they were filing for bankruptcy. And so I guess Sony's come in and kind of saved them, which they said they're keeping the CEO intact and stuff. So it shouldn't do anything. They're just going to kind of make money off of owning them more than actually like looking to do anything with them.
Saving their
Though that could be expanded. That could mean they're going to expand because that's been one thing that they haven't done. Like, we could get like nationwide chain, which would be kind of cool. Yeah,
it's been just like what? I know there's one in Texas, like in Austin.
I think there's one in like California, San Francisco, LA, something like that. Yeah,
when my brother lived down in Texas, he would go to that every now and then. Yeah. He said that the Jaws showing was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, apparently they do a lot of great screenings, like with cast filmmakers and stuff.
Yeah, and like the theming of stuff. I think like the food and stuff.
Yeah,
is really good.
The beer. Foster's. Australia. For beer. Via discussing film, and I believe this is the last headline. What?
What was it? Was we watching or listening to something on the way back home after the concert?
Oh, I think it was we was listening to Seth Rogen's book. The yearbook. And he said something about
Australian.
Yeah, I believe that was what we was listening to. Yeah. Shout out to Billy for the recommendation. It's a funny book. We didn't finish it yet though. Via discussing film, I believe this is the last headline. All right. Maggie, don't read the story, but cover it for just a second.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Matt.
Almost died.
Matt.
Via discussing film, Eric Kripke tells us that the final season of The Boys will definitively conclude both Billy Butcher and Homelander's stories.
Wow.
I'm not that happy about it. Like, I'm glad there's a legitimate ending.
Yes.
Like, that makes me happy. But I'm going to miss it because I really like The Boys. And so far, season 4 is phenomenal.
Yes.
Even though I've seen too much of Carl Urban, like more than I ever wanted to see of Carl Urban. I'll leave it at that. Quote, there's other corners of the universe to explore, but this particular story is Homelander and Butcher crashing into each other. The final season details it'll be 8 episodes long. We'll begin filming this November. And they're, quote, kicking around some ideas for some A-list guest stars.
Oh, God.
Hopefully they get like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck in it. Oh, those guys are lame. I know, but Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms. The future of the Boys universe is mapped out. Here's a few things they've worked on. They've got hope to make multiple seasons of Gen V, which is really good.
I agree.
And looking to begin developing a couple of new spin-offs. Apparently there was one set in Mexico about a Mexican super team.
Aww.
Yeah, so... Trying to get that
Colonel said literally got a Prime subscription just to see season 4 of The Boys.
Yes, agreed. It's worth it, man. It's so good. We really enjoy The Boys. Mm-hmm. We need to get caught up on Invincible at some point.
Yes.
But just The Boys is just so good. God, I love that show. Yes. And like this season already is just, God, like I never would have thought this is where they were going to go. Like the things that they're kind of covering, the topics and stuff. Just that never crossed my mind that that's what the show would be about. And it's incredible. I just love it. God, I love it so much. But we'll talk more about The Boys a little bit later on after the final episode of this season airs. We'll probably do a big review of it. So for now, let's go ahead and get into our first review. All right, everybody. So we're going to kick this off with a quick, short review for I Saw the TV Glow. If you haven't watched it, don't worry. We're not going to do spoilers. We'll be doing a spoiler-free conversation about I Saw the TV Glow to kick things off. And then, if we so happen to have some spoilers that we would like to discuss, Maggie will change the screen to this.
I'm trying to get to it. Okay.
And you'll hear this noise. And that'll mean that we're in spoilers. So, no worries. You'll have ample time to not be spoiled on it. And then, of course, following that, we'll be talking about Inside Out 2. So if you do have to check out for a little bit, it's okay. Just be sure and come back and hear our thoughts on Inside Out 2, which will follow the same spoiler warnings and all that stuff. So, kicking it off, I Saw the TV Glow released on digital this past weekend. And we'd wanted to watch it in theaters, but it was kind of a limited release. So didn't actually get a chance to go watch it. Wish we had. Wish it had been a wider release.
Yes.
This movie's freaking crazy.
It is. I remember catching the trailer on Instagram. I was like, I'm going to send this to Matt because I have no idea what's going on. And this looks crazy.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that you sent that to me. I forgot that was from you. That's awesome. It was honestly like I knew I'd want to watch it. Just I love the style.
Yeah.
I love, the neon 90s-esque.
Yeah.
Weird. Something weird is going on.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a Lost type situation where it's like you're trying to figure out this mystery box of this movie, right?
Yeah.
And I'm happy to say it did not let me down as far as like that's what it was going for.
The weird.
It was weird. And I'm still, it's like the longer I've sat with it, the more it's like not confused me, but like I had a nightmare about it.
Oh God!
Like the other night when I told you that I had a nightmare, like I woke myself up trying to scream and like I couldn't, like in real life, like I tried to scream like while I was asleep, and like it finally came out, and it was like I'd forced it out, right? And it was like. Or something. It was terrible, and it terrified me.
Yeah.
And so then I watched some 3D printing videos on YouTube to fall back asleep. Anyway, this movie is not like terrifying.
No.
There is one moment though that sent like chills down my spine, and I'll save that for spoilers. Okay. Like the rest of the movie is not like this. It's not really a scary movie. It's more of like a confusing movie.
Yeah.
In a good way. But just one moment. The way one line is read just sent chills all over me, and like it was horrifying. It was really good. It was a really good movie. It was very confusing.
Yeah.
In the best possible way. I love stuff like Lost, so this is kind of right up my alley. If you don't know what I Saw the TV Glow is about, a very slight synopsis. We won't go into much detail at all because it's much better to just go in blind. But essentially, there are these two characters, the ones that you see on the screen, and they are kind of outcasts, kind of awkward. And the lady on the right, I guess, left of the screen, right of the screen. I don't know. It's hard because I'm looking at it, but like it's on. Yeah, anyway. So she is really into this show called The Pink Opaque, and gets this guy, which is from Detective Pikachu.
Justice Smith.
Yes, thank you. Gets Justice Smith into it, and so they start watching it together, and they get really into the show, and she like gets way too into it, and like starts questioning whether like the show, she says like the show feels more real to her than real life.
Yeah.
And so she's like kind of starting to have like a mental break a little bit. And then it just gets more and more confusing from there. Like I feel like this is kind of like Donnie Darko, but like way less confusing, like way more coherent than Donnie Darko.
Yes.
Like I feel like it's that kind of vibe.
It is. It's definitely like it has that dark tone to it.
Yes. And like when they show clips from the show, like it's like they recreated filming like Are You Afraid of the Dark or something. Like it's in 4:3. It looks like it was recorded on VHS. Like the quality is awful, but it sells it so perfectly as if it's a real show. Like it's supposed to be like they're watching Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark or something on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
And it's great. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of cameos in it. We didn't ever get that like completely like officially confirmed, but like I swear to God, I think there's a couple of cameos in it.
Yes. I definitely agree with one.
Yeah.
That's definitely who we thought it was.
Yeah. I mean, that one for sure.
Yeah.
But then the other two, like that one, I'm like, I swear to God, that has to be. But like, that's crazy if it is. Yeah. So it's definitely worth the watch. All of that being said, the one thing that kind of holds it back for me, and this is spoiler free, so don't worry, it is the ending. And it's not so much that the ending is bad, so much as the ending just happens. And like, it feels like there's much more of the story left to be told, and it just kind of stops.
Yeah. Like,
it cuts to black, and I look over at Maggie, and like, I don't ever do this. I look at Maggie, and I'm like, is that it? That's not it, right? Like, they're just making us think that's the end, but like, it's going to come back, right?
And then
like a credit starts, and I'm like, okay, but this is the kind of movie that could show credits and then be like, oh no, it's not actually credits, right? Like She-Hulk or some shit.
And like, we sat there for a few seconds longer. I was like, just bring up the
time. Yeah, see how much time was left, and it was done. Like all the time that was left was for the credits. We scrolled to the end and nothing. And like, again, like it gives you enough information to understand like what the ending is. Mm-hmm. Like it's not that. It's just that it's so abrupt and kind of unsatisfying. Like not even that it ends bad or that it ends good. It's just there's nothing, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be like if you have, and you tell me if this works. It's like if you have an ice cream cone.
Okay.
All right. And you have a lot of ice cream on top. And you're like, fuck yes, this is so good. And like you get down to the bottom where you got the cone and you're like, okay, I got the cone and all the ice cream that's left in the cone and this is going to be great. Yeah. And so you finish it and then you bite into the cone and there's no ice cream.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, just the top was all the, I already finished it.
Yeah.
And if I had known, I would have enjoyed that last bit a little bit more probably. But now I'm just stuck with a hollow ice cream cone. That's kind of what the feeling of this was, you know?
I can see
just
that.
An unsatisfying ending. It was still highly recommended.
Yeah.
Super recommended. It's very original. I would love for the people that made this to get their hands on like a big property, like a Marvel movie or something. Would be insane. But honestly, that aside, obviously, just if they get to make more movies would be wonderful because anything they do, I'm gonna check out.
I'll be honest, I wish they would just make the Pink Opaque show.
I would watch that shit in a second, even if it's like the horrible cheesiness of it.
I love it.
It for real felt like a show that was missing from my childhood. Like we watched the VHS stuff on Wednesdays, and like it felt like it had been taken directly from that.
Definitely.
You know. It's so good. I really, really enjoyed the
clothing and everything.
Yes. And I mean, the makeup and stuff that they do was really good. Kind of surprising how good that was. And like when they do go special effects, like they do really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was solid. Anything else you'd like to say before we jump into spoilers? I just have a couple spoilers in it.
No.
Okay. Here we go. Spoiler alert for I Saw the TV Glow. We'll only be talking about this for like a minute or two, so feel free to come back in like 2 minutes. Okay. Can't believe they were dead the whole time. All right, so first off, Pete and Pete.
Yeah.
Like, that's Pete and Pete, right?
Yeah.
Like, it has to be Pete and Pete. It looks like Pete and Pete. I swear to God, it has to be Pete and Pete.
You know what?
And if it's not Pete and Pete, huge missed opportunity. Because I swear to God, it's Pete and Pete. And, like, the moon guy looks just like Mr. Swirly from Pete and Pete.
Oh, okay.
Like, that definitely. But, yeah, you were saying Tara.
Yeah, from, Tara. Buffy.
Yeah, from Buffy. It's definitely her. Okay. The line.
Holy crap.
Was it them?
No, well, just realized his dad.
Yeah.
Fred Durst.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yep.
That's really weird.
Yep.
So the line that sent chills down my spine is there's a moment near the end of the movie when Justice Smith is like starting to die and they're singing Happy Birthday and he screams out. And Maggie, just so you know what I'm talking about too, because I don't think I've told you about this. He screams out, "I'm dying!" Right?
Yeah.
And like he like screams, and like everybody's got their head down.
Yeah, everybody freezes. Yeah.
And like he yells, "Mommy!" Like the way he says that is so unnerving.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it is like because his character is obviously the other character, and like it's that character that's suffocating to death, right? Because they're buried alive, and like so this is that breaking through, and so it's her yelling "Mommy," and like it's just so blood curdling, like it's insane. It's really good, but my God, that gave me nightmares, just the way that hit. Like, it was, oh my God.
It is Pete and Pete.
Yeah, I knew it. Those sons of bitches.
And that is Tara. I'm trying to find, is it Mr. Melancholy?
Yeah, Mr. Melancholy, yeah. Like, who did his voice?
Yeah.
I was thinking it was his dad. Like, I figured it was the same person playing both, since his dad was so shitty. And, like, I love that when Justice Smith revisits the Pink Opaque, on Netflix, that it's like really terrible.
Yeah, it's kids.
Yeah. And like, because I've had that dream where like I'm trying to show somebody a movie that I really liked.
Yeah.
And like, it's awful. You know, like I've had that dream. And so that happening, I thought was really good.
Let's see here. Lindsay Jordan is the girl.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the same person, I guess, did like the costume for Mr. Melancholy, Marco and Polo. Remember the twin demons?
Yeah.
Amanda, Evil Clown. It was a girl, Emma Portner, but I'm looking for a voice, and I don't think.
Doesn't really show.
No.
Okay. Well, that's okay. Anything else you want to say in spoilers?
No.
We need to wrap it up.
Nope. Nothing else.
All right. Here we go. That's it for spoilers. Now it's time for Inside Out 2. All right, everybody. Welcome back. If you skipped out for the spoiler section, that's totally fine. Now it's time to talk about Inside Out 2. Again, spoiler free to begin with, and then we will move into spoilers, which there will be a sound and all that stuff if we have spoilers. I think there's only like one thing, but I may be able to just allude to it without having to like get into spoilers itself.
See you later, Eric.
Bye, Eric. See you, man. Thanks for stopping by. So Inside Out 2, of course, we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of this. 9 years since the first one came out. I gotta be honest, I was kind of uncertain how I felt about Inside Out going into this, like, because they made such a big deal about her parents having the same emotions as her. And so if we're introducing these new emotions, why did her parents not have those emotions? Because I'm stuck in like that thought, as opposed to there's, a tiny computer in your brain and stuff, that emotions are running. Like the thing I get caught up on is continuity, and it's like, that's terrible. But so I really, watching the first Inside Out, it was at the time It was really good. I think I actually preferred Lava, the short that played before it. I think I liked it more than the actual Inside Out. Yeah. But the score is the number one thing I remember. Just Michael Giacchino's score for this is just perfect for the first one. So it's not like one that I always revisit, but it's one that we've checked out more recently in the past year or so.
Because we have kids.
Yeah, and because we knew this one was coming.
Yeah.
And it definitely hits way harder now that we have Viv. Like at the beginning of it, she's, the Riley is a little girl, and like I see a lot of Viv in her, like Goofball Island and stuff, and like her growing up and stuff, and like like that sucks, because it's very emotional, right? So going into this one, I wasn't like I was excited to watch it because I had seen that everything I'd seen looked good. Yeah. And then I'd heard it was fantastic, so I was excited to check it out.
Yeah.
But I wasn't necessarily like, chomping at the bit for it because it's a sequel to a movie that I love. Right? Like that wasn't really where I was coming from. But I'm so glad we went and watched it because it is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, it is.
Maggie, where did you come from with this?
I don't know. I think I was excited about seeing the new emotions, especially the people that voices them and stuff.
Yeah.
Just the few that we knew.
Yeah.
Mahawk and AO. I can't think of her name from the Bear.
Yeah, from the Bear.
Yeah.
April O'Neil.
Yeah. Just knowing those two were in it, like.
Yeah.
And Amy Poehler, of course.
Of course.
Phyllis.
Yeah.
Bill Hader, like all of them, and
well, actually, it's so not. I thought it was Bill Hader.
No, it's not. It's
what's his name? Buster from Arrested Development.
Yeah, that is right. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I saw his name, I was like, oh yeah, that is right.
Yeah. I thought it was Bill Hader for the longest time. Yeah.
Well, they have similar sounding voices, but just having those casts of people in it and stuff made me excited. But also, like, where are you going to go with this?
Yeah.
Yes, she's turned 13. Yeah, because it shows in the trailer.
Yeah.
But like, where are we going with this? Like, are we going full blown talking about
everything.
All the things?
Yeah.
Because that's what kind of Red Panda,
right?
Turning Red did.
Right.
I didn't mean to call it Red Panda.
No, you're fine. We all knew what you meant.
But it was just so funny watching. We got to know Riley more.
Yes,
she was
around. Much more of a character in this than she was in the first one.
And made me think back to when I would go to these like sporting things.
Yeah,
like she does the camp.
Yeah,
and like you're nervous around the older kids and stuff, and like you want to fit in, but at the same time you don't really want to.
Right.
I could really relate to that because
overthinking everything.
Yes.
I get that.
Yeah, and just how they show a certain mental thing happening.
Yeah.
Like it was just so like on point.
Yeah,
I think
it's very well done.
And I'm hoping like movies like Turning Red and Inside Out too. I hope it helps not only girls but boys too. Like just figuring themselves out at that age. It's really hard.
And knowing that it's okay to not know yourself.
Yeah. You don't have to know everything right off the bat.
Yeah.
But I've really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah. It was so good. It was so solid.
Yeah.
Like I love that you brought up the fact that Riley is like we actually get to know her more in this. Because like I feel like that makes this one stronger than some of the other movies they've done, because like you actually get, of course we learn all the emotions, we love all the emotions, even the ones that are making bad choices, like they're doing it for good reasons. It's not like anxiety is a bad person. No. It's just that that's how anxiety works, right?
Yeah.
But like you're actually rooting for Riley throughout the movie, and like even though like it made it feel more like Riley was in control of her own being as opposed to just being like controlled by them. Yeah. Like the alien in Men in Black, right? That's just wearing a big man suit, right?
Yeah.
Like it felt like Riley was an actual person.
Yeah.
And like I did miss the parents, like with Riley, the whole thing taking place at a camp, like, which is good, but like I did miss those interactions. I thought the mom and dad were great. Especially the fact that it's freaking what's his name? The captain.
Oh yeah.
That's her dad. That's insane.
And Diane Lane's her mom.
Yeah, it's so great.
Like, hello.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like there's not like one specific thing. I mean, there's one event that happens that I think they handled perfectly. And like with the wrong approach, it could have been mishandled very easily. Mm-hmm. And I think the way that they handled the emotion of anxiety, I think the way they handled that was really well done and very well thought out. But besides that, like I can't really think of like one specific thing that's like, oh, this is what made the movie good. It's just solid from start to finish.
It's
like
great. It's great storytelling.
Yeah, like there's no peaks and valleys. Like it's just solid from start to finish.
I never found myself. Sometimes I find myself in a movie like, why in the flip is this going on?
Right.
I could care less.
Right.
I never felt like this during the Inside Out 2.
Yeah. And like I love that they kept the original cast together.
Yeah.
So like, in the first one, of course, it was mainly joy and sadness on this adventure.
Yeah.
And in this one, we actually get all of them together, which it was just nice to see that. Yeah. And seeing them actually get to play off each other.
Yes.
But no, I'm shocked at how much I liked this.
Yes.
Like I may even like it more than the original.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the original has, it's almost like Up, like it has those gut punches to your soul, and I feel like this doesn't necessarily have that, but it's more solid from start to finish.
Yeah.
Like if like Inside Out 1 hits the peak of a 10, but only does it for like a total of 2 minutes over the course of the entire movie, and most of the time it's more like a 6. This movie, I would say, is like an 8 or a 9 from start to finish. Like it never drops below like an 8 or whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just solid. It's really, really good. It makes me excited for more Pixar movies. Like in the past couple of years, there's been some hits and misses with Disney and Pixar. Obviously, Lightyear wasn't a huge fan. But Elemental was really good.
Yes, I love Elemental.
I'm so glad that this is actually doing great from the get-go, which I know Elemental ended up doing good over the course of several weeks, but I'm glad that this just right out the gate. Yeah.
Well, and also I think over the years, 9 years ago, the kids that watch this have grown up.
Yeah.
I mean, they love these characters. Like I watched a character meet and greet at Disneyland or Disney World. I can't remember which one. And a girl was, how you can't really wear like the full-fledged costume,
Right.
Disney bounding, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And she Disney bound as Joy. And she had on a yellow dress and she had on blue Minnie Mouse ears.
Oh, nice.
And Joy and Sadness, the characters were there. And of course, the character Joy is just like this,
right.
Oh, wow, you're just like me. And Sadness starts walking away.
Oh.
Because they'll not dress like Sadness at all,
right,
and everything, and like just thinking about that, people that have grown with these characters and stuff, have known them for 9 years.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense that it would do well from the get-go.
Yeah, I would say out of all the part 2s, okay, so not just sequels in general, but out of all the part 2s that Pixar has done, I think this is the best one.
I agree.
Like, I would say like Toy Story 2 is good. Obviously I have my own opinions on it, but it's, but like between that, Finding Dory, Monsters University, and The Incredibles 2, I think this is easily the best. Like,
I agree.
Part 2. Now, as far as like best sequel, it would be hard to put it against Toy Story 3. Like, I would have to think that one through. Like, I could see a world because, again, Toy Story 3 kind of revisits a lot of stuff. Like, the Spanish Buzz is a lot like the Buzz that doesn't know that he's a toy. You know, it's like we're dealing with that same shtick again. But they also circumvent a lot of that by, you know, having Woody with the little girl, and like, you know, them accepting toys, and like them accepting their morality, and you know, like all of that stuff. So I mean, it's tough to say, but the fact that that's even a question, I think, speaks to how good this movie is. We do have one last thing to show off, Maggie. I'm gonna grab this if there's anything in the chat to get caught up.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Eric asked us before he left. He said, "Have you guys seen the People's Magazine cover with Homelander? Great advertisement."
Oh my god.
I have not.
I don't think I've seen that. Yeah.
And also, he just realized we have passed the 100 episode mark.
Yes, we have.
We have, man.
Unfortunately.
Eric, buddy, I know you're not in chat anymore, but I feel for you, man. 202 that's
a lot.
That's a lot.
I can't get this stupid thing to go in.
You want me to?
I mean, I don't think it necessarily matters.
Okay.
So we got the popcorn bucket.
Yes.
And come with a cup.
Yeah.
And you don't know what character you're getting until you open it.
We got NV.
It comes with the character mug.
It's so cute.
And of course, all of this, see, like, it's supposed to go in right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try if you want to.
I can try.
I just cannot get this stupid thing.
And Viz probably done something to it where it's just hauled it around everywhere.
But the popcorn bucket itself is a Joy memory cube, memory sphere? Orb. That's what it is. It's yellow. So that means it's Joy. Did you get it?
Yep.
Good job. So that's what it looks like. And this actually lights up. Here, let me turn off these lights real quick. So yeah.
Yeah, it was really bright in the theater.
Yeah, it was. We have a couple of photos of us like with the orb.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was solid. I definitely like this. I love that it's like something to the movie itself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I really like when they do stuff like that.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to think of like the other buckets that we've gotten this year. Obviously, we're still early in the year.
Yeah.
The If bucket, I guess, was like that one's
Kong.
still fun. Kong, yeah. Oh, the Dune bucket.
And yeah, the Dune bucket.
Like Dune bucket's still
right there,
one.
staring at me every week. The If monster.
Yeah, and the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes with the window at the top.
Yes. Yeah, that's down here.
I would say Dune bucket #1 still. And then I would say this is probably #2. Like, I really love this.
Yeah.
I would never eat the popcorn out of it.
No.
But I love the fact of what it is.
Yes.
You know, like, I think that's just, I love when movies do that instead of just making like a themed thing. Like, it's. Oops. Now we'll see what the Deadpool and Wolverine bucket ends up being. That could be easily #1.
I thought it was the Wolverine face.
So I've heard mixed things that's not actually real.
Oh, okay.
That's more of a joke, but I don't know. I think that's probably real.
I think it's real.
I feel like it's real. It has to be, right? I feel like it is. All right. Anyway, it is now time. Unless you wanted to add any spoilers or anything.
No.
Would you recommend this for people?
Yeah, I think so.
If they didn't like the first one, would you say give this one a shot?
I'd say if you didn't like the first one, I think you need to rewatch it again just to make sure.
Yeah. And like, what was it about the first one that you didn't like?
Yeah.
Like, if just the concept itself, you probably shouldn't watch this one.
No.
But if you've just been kind of burnt out by recent animated movies like Garfield or something, this one's definitely a breath of fresh air, for sure.
Definitely.
All right, now it's time to rank the summer movies of 2024. Do you want to hit the?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. All right. Currently, the ranking at #9, Unfrosted. #8, Garfield. Number 7, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Number 6, The Watchers. Number 5, If. Number 4, Furiosa, Mad Max Saga. Number 3, The Fall Guy. Number 2, Hitman. And number 1, X-Men 97. Maggie, where are you feeling Inside Out 2?
Dang it.
I know. This one...
Hitman was so good.
This one's gonna be tough.
I want to say the new number 3.
New number 3, so you're saying below Hitman.
Yes.
Above the Fall Guy. I mean, okay, in my head, I was thinking there's an argument that could be made for putting it as the new number 1. Now, I'm not necessarily saying I want to give that argument, right? But I can see that argument being made.
Yeah.
I am more inclined to discuss whether it's above or below Hitman. Like, I think I'm much more at ease about that conversation.
Okay.
Because I feel like recency bias is making me feel like it's stronger than X-Men 97 when it's actually not.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, Hitman's great.
Glenn Powell.
But I feel like that one surprised me.
Yeah.
More than this one.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is maybe the better movie, though. Like, I wasn't really expecting Hitman to be that good. Yeah. But, like, I mean, you know, it's like one of those things. It's like when you expect excellence and you receive excellence. Like, that should count for more than something that you're expecting it being fine and it ends up being excellent.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it should still get as much credit. Even though it's not surprising. But at the same time, I don't know. It's hard. I'm just saying, it's hard.
It is hard.
I think Inside Out 2 is definitely a more solid film.
Yes.
Than Hitman.
Yes.
As far as whether I liked it more than Hitman.
I think for us,
yeah,
Inside Out 2 hits that we have kids.
Yeah.
And one day they'll be that age.
And I think, you know, not to even just be about kids, but, you know, we've both dealt with mental stuff. You know, I mean, we've talked about it before. Mental health is something definitely to be taken seriously.
Oh,
obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love that this movie attempts and succeeds at touching on some things that are really hard to talk about.
Yeah.
And does it in such a way that even though it's a cartoon, it doesn't take it lightly.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, again, the fact that anxiety is not a bad guy.
Yeah.
I think speaks to how well thought out this movie is. You know?
Weird comparison. Black Panther, Killmonger. Like, I know he's a bad guy, but
I get that.
But still, yeah.
You see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
It'd be like if Killmonger wasn't trying to kill everybody.
Oh, I know.
If he was trying to just be a good king over Wakanda.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
New number 2.
All
right. New number 2, everybody, is Inside Out 2. Will the exorcism dethrone
You know my guess is for the exorcism?
Above Garfield, below Unfrosted. Or, I'm sorry, above Garfield, below Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
No, below Garfield.
No way. Unfrosted. There's no way. Garfield sucked. You really think the exorcism's going to be bad? Why are we watching it?
I don't know.
If you think it's going to be that bad.
I thought we wasn't watching anything this weekend.
No, that was before I remembered that the exorcism comes out. And you said you really wanted to watch it.
I thought I was really interested in it, but I don't know.
Why? We'll have this conversation
off screen.
Off screen. All right, everybody. Your new ranking at number 1.
You know I'm putting it on there.
And you know I am too. Number 1. Oh, wait. We also have to
I saw the TV glow.
I saw the TV glow, yeah.
Sheesh, Matt.
I'm going to say, man, that ending really... really hurts it. If
that's what...
like no spoilers, but like if that ending was more solid, I'd have it.
Yeah,
like easily.
For me, oh man, this is hard because it's such a
like my immediate thought. Or go for it. Sorry,
because it's such a different type of movie compared to all these others.
Yeah, and like I want to celebrate originality, obviously, and like it nails the aesthetic.
Yeah,
like it nailed it. Like
what do you think?
My first thought is below the Fall Guy, above Furiosa, but then I think about how good Furiosa is.
Yeah,
but then it's also like I'm also including Fury Road within that thought.
Yeah,
you know, so it's like, am I divorcing it enough from it to remember the quality of being that good? And If is solid, but I feel like its ending is stronger than the rest of the movie, but this movie's ending is not as strong as the rest of the movie. You know, I think I would say for originality alone, I think I would say below the Fall Guy, above Furiosa. But I'm open to conversation. Like I'm not dying on that rock. If you have a different opinion.
I know. Well, I'm trying to like separate Fury Road from
it's hard because they're so tied together.
But like what always sticks out in my mind of Furiosa is how it began.
Yeah.
Like how her story starts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I really like the one thing about Justice Smith, and I Saw the TV Glow. I think his character kind of...
him alone.
Yeah. But especially like what they're saying with the character, like I think that makes it stronger for me.
Yeah.
You know, just that alone.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah.
So, below Fall Guy?
Yeah.
All right. Look at us. Let's see here. I'll just put number 4, even though that's definitely not the right number. I Saw the TV Glow. And we are not going to add Digimon because that came out last year. So, new. Number 1, X-Men 97. Number 2, Inside Out 2. Need to add the number 2 to that. Number 3, Hitman. Number 4, The Fall Guy. Number 5, I Saw the TV Glow. Number 6, Furiosa, Mad Max Saga. Number 7, If. Number 8, The Watchers. Number 9, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Number 10, Garfield. Number 11, Unfrosted.
Screw you, Unfrosted.
Unfrosted's the friggin' worst. God, what a piece of crap movie that
brought
was.
Up at Father's Day at my mom's house.
Did it really?
Yes.
Why?
Because they talked about Bill Burr playing JFK. Yeah. And I was like, why does this sound familiar? I'm not joking. I looked at my brother and said, why does this sound familiar? Bill Burr playing JFK. And I think he even had to look it up. And he's like, oh yeah, Unfrosted. I was like, that was a horrible movie.
It sucked, everybody. Definitely don't go watch that. But do come back tomorrow night for Going Back to Smallville. We're going to be talking about the 99th episode of Smallville. It's right, season 5, episode 11, Lockdown. It's going to be a good one. And then we'll be back on Wednesday discussing more VHS tapes. So be sure and come back for that. Remember, if you'd like to support the channel, get access to the Google Drive, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or youtube.com/hopefullyawesome, just like these fine folks did. You can get your name in every episode. You can get access to Google Drives. You can get a membership card, all that fun stuff. But that's going to wrap it up for us, everybody. We will be back again tomorrow night. Thanks for watching, and as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.